Hello. Hi, but you didn't expect to see me here tonight. Just going to move my camera down a little bit if that works. Okay, good evening. Michelle, our Price Light worker here. Now, Donna Drew isn't feeling too well tonight, but she will be back next week. So make sure to tune in if you do follow Donna, and she will be back next week. Hello, so nice to see a few familiar names popping up. It is a little unusual. People are going to be a bit surprised going, my God, is this Monday evening? What is going on here? It's so good to be with you. So good to be with you. It's nice to jump on in a different evening. Leroy, hi, hi. I cross-post to my own page. So if you see me looking to my left, that's me looking at Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker, which is my page. Now, if I am new to you and you haven't seen me before, hello, Sarah in Townsville. Yay, that's awesome. That's so cool. If you haven't liked my page, it might be worth liking my page. I do group live readings on my main page and also static card draws and things in my group. So the group is also worth joining. We have a group live reading this Friday evening, actually. So that's going to be really, really cool with 3 of us. I'm just going to tidy up my necklace here. Everything's opposite direction. It's so confusing. All right, so if you are just logging on, let me know what you need. I'm more than happy to come to as many people as I can. Hi, Mick. So if you are logging on, let me know what you're in need of. Otherwise, I'll just grab people. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Michelle Savai, I think it is. Just going to pop you on my list. Now, I am starting to get drawn to people. Now, I allow Spirit to let me know who I am going to be drawn to, so I don't feel like I'm ever ignoring anybody. But I've just written Michelle down on my list. Now, I specialize in a number of things. I do business readings, career, life purpose, that sort of thing. People who are business owners, I often read for. So I also do, relationships. I have this beautiful deck that Melanie Hall sent me up, one of my clients, Romance Angels. They're Doreen Virtue, amazing. So I use those for relationship reads. I do health. I'm a bit of a medical medium. I like to look at health, what's going on with that, what do we need to do, what can we change, that sort of thing. I'm a healer, pranic energy and Reiki master. So I mentor, I help people find their gifts, develop their gifts, and I do teach Reiki on the Sunshine Coast. Sarah Kay, got you down. Got you down. Sarah, you're on my list. Love. Oh, fantastic. Love. Future. Sarah, I'm glad that you managed to catch me tonight. It was a bit of a surprise. Donna, not feeling great, so she'll be back next week, guys. If you were looking forward to seeing Donna, I apologise. Beautiful. Monique, I do a little bit of mediumship in this show, so I will pop you down under mediumship. I group all the mediumship inquiries together, though, because I like to tune in all at once and then do it all at once. So grandmother in 2019. So just popping you on my list. And I will come to you in a second, but I do group all the mediumship together. So if you do have someone you wanted to communicate with, let me know who that is. I will get you to give me specifics. When I do one-on-one readings, it can be anyone, anyone you want to communicate with, but in this forum we're only together for an hour. So I like to give everyone as much quality as I possibly can. So I need specifics if possible. Who it is, doesn't have to be name, address, all of that, but yeah, certainly as specific as we can. If you're doing mediumship with me tonight. So it's going to come to Sarah. I've only got a couple of people written down so far. Now, I am a clairvoyant, so I do close my eyes a little bit too. So if you see me sort of getting ready to close my eyes, it's probably better just to copy and paste. Insight for my open dat. Belinda, if you just want to have a look at that, it may be the weekend, it may be Saturday. If you just want to just have a look at that message, I'm not sure what that is on dat. It might be on the weekend or Saturday. Operation, going to have a look at that for Belinda. So I've got Michelle, Sarah, Belinda, and I've got Monique down for mediumship at this point. So I'm just going to close my eyes for a second and I will come back to you in a tick. So just feel free to copy and paste. I haven't sort of read all of the messages at this point because there's quite a few. So I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom so I'm sort of up to date. And yeah, feel free to sort of copy and paste when I open my eyes again. So Michelle in New Zealand, just going to come to you. This is just general. So I'm using my psychic reading cards, which are the Phoenix by Debbie Malone. So just going to have a look at these for Michelle. Now, Michelle, as I come into you, a lot of ancestral energy around you. I say ancestral and I get a lot of goosebumps, a lot of feedback, spirit. So a lot of that around you. I'm just going to come in and see what I need to know. Michelle, what I feel around you is smell the flowers, a little goosebumps, smell the flowers. So it's like be present. When we smell the flowers, it puts us back in the here and now, and I need to be here. Noticing signs, noticing what's going on, presence, very important for you. When we come out of that, it feels hard, life gets a bit harder. So I really want to smell the flowers with you. This is coming from spirit down my left at the moment, so that's female energy on my left. So that was unexpected, but that's what they do. Sometimes they pop in regardless of what, whether we ask for them or not. But smell the flowers, smell the flowers. A couple of cards here just to have a look. Now, bottom of the deck, our clarifier is coins. So prosperity, abundance, flowing overall. Number 9, humanitarian for me. Music's upside down, so I need to raise my vibrations a little bit more. That's going to assist with this. Coming in, raising vibrations upside down, so make sure, solfeggio, miracle tones, what I've got, no, I've got higher than miracle tone at the moment, it's healing music, but solfeggio, miracle tone is awesome. Numbers can relate to astrology, numerology, that sort of thing, working with numbers. I do work with numbers in my readings a little bit, looking at the numbers of significance, stuff like that, spiritual meaning of numbers. This can also symbolize signs from spirit, hey, we got there. Repeating numbers. Noticing that at the moment. What are the numbers? What are they telling you? 2 and 6 is 8, which again takes us back to this. So we want to get back in the flow, goosebumps with you. Back to front. Moving forward, baby. So baby would indicate usually another bubba coming, whether it's for yourself or, a child or something like that, but it can indicate baby. This can also be assisted reproduction, so it can be IVF, that sort of thing, moving forward. So, Michelle, hopefully some of that makes sense for you. Another little one on the way. Number 3 is great strength, strength in spades, pyramids, Holy Trinity, all of that. But just noticing the repeating numbers. Let me just have a look at this baby card and see if I give me some insight. What I want to say with this is feels like success, and it feels like if it's not you, it's someone close that's been trying and trying and that sort of thing for me. So it feels like success, that this is generally assisted, or it's an answer to prayers, but generally assisted. So keep that in mind. It's not for you, it's someone else, but numbers, repeating numbers, being in the present. We want to get in the flow with prosperity and abundance. Now, Sarah K was asking about love. So I've got my relationship reading, romance cards here. Sarah K, here we go. Doreen Virtue. Now I've got quite a few people watching. I'm just having a look through the names and comments and things like that. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Lots of familiar names on my page. Mick, Danielle, hello. Silvana, hello. Nice to see all the familiar names. Mick, I will just draw a couple of cards for you just to see where we're at. So you're on my list. Stay tuned. If I say your name, stay tuned, because I like to get feedback and make sure that I'm on track. Sarah K, just going to come to you now. Just going to have a quick look through new job. Kerry Watts, you're going on my list. Kerry Watts, let's feel into this job and see. Let's see. Okay, Michelle, that's great confirmation. Good confirmation. Okay, Kerry Watts, new job. Let's see. What is that feeling like? What's the vibe like around that? Jody Mum Ewan, Jody, you're just on my list as well. There's a few career inquiries at the moment. I'm doing a lot of life purpose one-on-one. I do angels and spirit guides as well, and a lot of the time they're talking about life purpose for me. So that's really fun. So if you feel to connect one-on-one, I do a lot of spirit guides and angel connections. There is a link in this post if you'd like one-on-one. There is a link in this post to my page, and click on that and click book now. I do stay online and answer questions and things like that as well. Jody Mum Ewan, you are on my list. Sarah K, just coming to you for love, future, what's coming. Sarah feels like maybe giving up. So just want to come into Sarah's energy, just see what I need to know here. And these are the romance angels, Sarah. So let's get some insight. So I'm just going to shut my eyes, guys. If you feel to copy and paste your comment again, I'm not ignoring anyone. It's just that I'm clairvoyant, so I do close my eyes. So if you feel to copy and paste your comment again, I'm happy to have a look at that when I have my eyes open. It'll only take a minute, I promise. Sarah K, love, just let's have a look at that. Now, if you are logging on and you see me, Donna Drew is sick tonight, so she'll be back next week, and I'm helping her out tonight. So it's so nice to be here. So nice to see different people. Yeah, different names. Awesome. Now, passion is passed into now for Sarah K. We're looking at love coming. Passion, that's passed into present. we have to kind of find that in ourselves sometimes, Sarah, before we can find that with others. And that is about your heart and soul, singing with joy first and foremost. First and foremost, yeah, before we find that person to come in and help us out a little bit in a relationship. All right, so let's see what else is coming out for you. I just want to see into your energy if there's anything here I need to know. Sarah, I do want to say just up in my head a little bit, whether that's analysing, thinking a lot up here, up in my head a bit. So we want to come back down into heart space, into feelings, as we're talking about love and relationship. I feel like I'm very analytical, whether it's, I'm trying to suss, the good out of the not so good, when I'm looking online or whatever that is. But it's a little bit up in my head for me at the moment. So I just want to come down more into the feeling with you, more into the feminine. Creative energy wouldn't be a bad thing. Doing things creative pursuits, switching on that spiritual kind of feminine, beautiful side of yourself. Also a bit of maybe pampering, receiving, number 4 for you. A little bit of pampering, receiving as well. Okay. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Romantic feelings in the present. So, exploration of that. There may be someone sort of around that, you haven't paid a lot of attention to, or someone coming in pretty soon. This is in the present. So passion's number 1. Romantic feelings, exploring that. So it could be just a friendship, starting as a friendship and becoming a little bit more. And this is interesting because this is showing me that we already kind of have this person in our life. So just have to think about that. Might be, someone from your past, but that would indicate someone that we already know. And certainly this one kind of indicates someone we already know as well. So just have a think about that. There could be someone around. Let me see if I can get some insight over here, Sarah, for you. Yeah. Sarah, what this actually feels like for me, have a think about how this resonates with you, is sometimes when someone's interested in us and we're like, yeah, I'm not really interested in you, I don't feel that way inclined, or I'm not really into you. I feel like give someone a second chance. It feels like that. So it almost feels like kind of like an unrequited love for me back in the day, someone who's very interested in you not so much. But I feel like things have changed. When we grow, things change. And I feel like giving that person another go. So just have a feel into who that might be, but it does feel like someone who's already in my life, and that it was unrequited. And then now I feel like, you have changed and grown a little bit, and there could be that attraction there. And I want to explore that. So see how that feels with you. Hopefully that person is dropping in, but just see how that relates to you in your life and who is around you. Okay, Romance Angels, back over here. Hello to everyone who's watching tonight. Donna Drew isn't feeling so great, so I am here instead. Michelle R. Price, a light worker. You can like my page if you like. The link is in this post. I do readings and healings. I do a beautiful combination of both if you feel to connect with me. If you haven't seen me before. Hello, Marlon. Hello, Lauren. I've got cross-posting to my page at the moment, so I'm just looking across at my page as well. Sarah K. Oh, sorry, lovely. Yeah. So it could be ex. I mean, it depends on what that relationship was like, but it felt a bit one-sided for me. So if that fits with what you're talking about with your ex, then, good. But if that scares the hell out of you, we don't want to do that. But yes, beautiful. Yeah, okay. So yeah, if you feel like X, it might be worth exploring that, but it's only if you feel, I don't tell people to do anything. Oh, that's a good one, Sharon. So Sarah, just see how that feels to you, but if you feel like your X fits in there, it does feel like someone that we already know, someone who's already in my life. Yeah, wow, Sarah. So maybe it's about you being a bit more assertive, if you feel to kind of explore that again. Sometimes it's about you being, a bit more assertive, standing up for yourself, that sort of thing. It could just sway the balance a little bit. Now, I did have someone here. Jess Taylor, going to connect to your little brother, my love. Jess Taylor, little brother, sorry for your loss. Wow. Just putting it down in my mediumship section, Jess, so I will come to you. Now, if I do say your name, I love the feedback, so please stay tuned. Now, where was I? Sharon Brook. I want to know if we're going to sell my house so I can move. House sell. Let's have a look at that. And we'll have a look at what that looks like for you. Hello, Angela. General or mediumship? Angela, I'll put you down for general. If you want mediumship, just let me know. But I want you to be specific because we've only got about an hour together and I don't want to yeah, hunt around in the dark. So one-on-one, you know, happy to do whatever you guys want. But in this forum, I just like to get as many people in as I can. So yeah, if we can do specifics for mediumship, happy. Now, Belinda Galloway, operation coming up. So I'm just going to have a look at Belinda. So great to see everyone. So nice to have you here. There is a link in this post if you want to connect one-on-one, as I said. Otherwise, here we are. And yes, Donna will be back next week. I'm just having a look. Your messages coming through. Cherie, hello. Belinda, heart healing just popped out. Dioptase, heart healing. So a little bit of heart healing. May not relate directly to the operation at the moment, but that's passed into now. So we're still doing a little bit of heart healing here. Oh yeah, Lisa K. Hawetta. Lisa K. Hawetta. I'm just popping you on my list. I'll do sort of a life purpose, yeah, if that's cool. I love life purpose. As I mentioned before, if you weren't tuning in, I do spirit guide connections when I'm one-on-one and angelic and all of that, and they're very good for life purpose. So more than happy if you guys want to connect one-on-one if you feel to do that. More than happy to do that. Marlon, I didn't see your comment. Oh, love reading. Marlon Bergforth. Marlon, I've just popped you on my list and you're after a love reading, Bergforth. I didn't see a comment, but I did now. So thank you for sending me that. Love reading. Beautiful. So keep posting and commenting. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm not going in any particular order. It's just whatever spirit draws me to is who I come to. Belinda Galloway, operation. Just going to close my eyes for 1 second. Belinda Galloway, operation. Just want to have a look at that for Belinda. And thank you, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate you being here. It's so much fun. It'd be very boring if I was just here on my own, wouldn't it? Belinda, just going to have a look at operation for you. Just going to draw some cards. Belinda, I do feel a lot of heart healing with you. It's a bit of rose quartz coming up for me as well. So it does feel a lot around heart, unconditional love, no judgment. So definitely that. I feel like you can be a little bit hard on yourself, but a lot of rose quartz, a lot of heart healing for you, a bit of softening in here. Present is the shadow, like obsidian. So shadow self, the side we don't like to show to the world, is shadow self. That's also protective stone, obviously. You know, we want to protect ourselves from energies, you know, that aren't helpful around us. Yeah. The healer, Namite, also a darker stone, quite protective. So an indication of you having healing abilities, which we know you do. You're a bit of a healer. 2 darker stones though, so a bit of protection around. And we've got courage, tiger's eye. So courage, tiger's eye, moving forward. So we're asking about the operation. So, you know, sometimes it's a bit nerve-wracking. Underneath that is healthy body. Yeah, so I got to focus on that, getting well physically. So that's there for me as well. So I'm just going to have a look around. I want to get at something about the op for you. Let me just ask here with my guides. Yeah. Belinda, what this actually feels like, it does remind me of that healthy body card. What it actually feels like is kind of something to do with either the bone strengthening, something like that. So it feels like bone involved in, and I know it's probably to do with like knee, you know, that sort of area in your body, I'm assuming, but it does feel something to do with bone is what I want to say. So strengthening, stronger, something like that. I feel like better than before, so I feel positive about that. The healer card here is about sort of healing, allowing the healing process to happen. But also what I want to say is, because you got healing abilities, hands on the body, healing, help with the healing process. So I feel like that hands on body really important. So just assist with that healing process. There is going to be inflammation, swelling, you know, you understand all of that. So whatever we can do to kind of reduce that, but I feel like hands on healing is going to help the process. But I feel positive. I feel like stronger than before, which means freedom, my love. So happy days. I got a lot of goosebumps when I said that. Courage going in. Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking, but I see things going well. So that's good. Positive. Linda, optimism. Yes, Mick Enright. Let me have a look. Might do romance, Mick. Hey, let's just have a look at what's going on romance-wise. Well, if you see the cards flying out, I do like them to be face up. So yeah, if you see them flying out and you're like, why is she putting that back? I like them to be face up. I don't know what happens, or is it somebody for me? Wow, Marlon, wow, there's a lot going on. Like a scorpion, but I don't know what happens, or if it is feelings, or if it's somebody, wow, okay. I'm just going to have a look generally around love for you, Marlon. You are on my list, so I won't go too much into that. And I'm a Taurus as well, Marlon, so that's cool. We're the same star sign, very stubborn, very strong-willed, very grounded though, very earthy, although I do have to work on that is for sure. Okay, so just having a look here. I'm just having a look. Winnie Tang, health, and when will I recover? Winnie, I'm just going to come in to have a look at that for you. So I'm just sort of checking our messages, your messages at the moment. Recover, so popping you down here. Now, I'll keep posting if I haven't seen you or messaged you or mentioned you, I should say. I will definitely come to as many people as I can. What's that? Oh, okay. Mick, that's passed into now. Setting yourself free, taking control. That's passed into now. So that's a little goat in the fence there. So time to take control. That's passed into now. So you're already doing that. You know, that's confirmation that we're already doing that. These are my Romance Angel deck. This is Doreen Virtue. Oh, Mick. Woohoo! A bit of this in the present. Boy, look at them go. These are little Mills and Boone guys. Just forgive me for that. I probably need to put a bit of a rating on this show. Hopefully the kitties are in bed. It is a little later tonight than what I normally am on. Flirt in the present. Have fun. Lighthearted, Mick. Lighthearted. Yeah, love this. Very, very good. Let's see what else flies out. These cards are flying, man. These cards are flying. This is so cool. So great that you could all join me. I really appreciate you being here. Nick Nix, was it just general? Oh, okay, Mick, this is your third one. So this one is romantic feelings. So worth exploring. Feelings are real, worth exploring moving forward. And children affecting relationship as well. So we do have to consider children in the picture as well. So just keep that in mind. All of those ones flew out for you, Mick. That should make sense. I know you're sort of in a new something we just talked today. So hopefully that will make sense for Mick. Kerry Watt's new job. Kerry Watt's new job. What's that feeling like? Life purpose. Let's have a look at those for Kerry. So I'm just going to sort of go through a few of these connections. I've got Kerry, Jody, Sharon. I've also got a couple of people for mediumship so far. And then I'm looking at what else we have here as well. What else do we have here? Whichever I need, life purpose, that sort of thing. Jess, hello. Lisa, a lot of people asking about life purpose at the moment. Jess, beautiful. Let me come to Jess. Now, I'm not ignoring anyone, as I said, so just keep posting if I haven't seen your name already. Spirit may or may not draw me. Life purpose, just popping you down, Jess, for life purpose as well. A few of those inquiries at the moment. That's why I'm doing a lot of spirit guide connections, I believe. So a lot of that around, and I love that. They're my favorite readings to do. So good. If you want to connect one-on-one, I have a link in this post. You can click that and click book now and check my availability. I will stick around after the show if you have any questions for me. For those of you, hi Naomi. For those of you who haven't seen me before, hi Katie, hi. Katie's after a love card. Katie, I popped you on my list. Yes. Now, if you haven't liked my page, it's well worthwhile. We do joint live readings, and we actually have one this Friday. So there's a joint live reading this Friday on my page with 3 of us, 2 people who've graduated from my mentorship group. So I teach people to discover and develop their gifts, and we're going to be going live this Friday on my page. So it is well worthwhile. It gives you more chances to get a reading with 3 of us on the go at the once. Kerry Watts, just going to have a look at new job for you. So I'm just going to close my eyes. Feel free to repost and reshare. Kerry, new job, just coming into your energy. Kerry, there does feel like more light around, but I do feel some residual energy on you from wherever you've come from. So just have a think about that, because it's good to clear out the old. It would be good for you to have maybe a salt bath, something like that. I do feel residual energy on my skin, especially around my back area. So, and it's not overly pleasant. So I feel like a nice salt bath, going in the ocean, something like that. I want to transmute that energy before I start in the new job, because I do feel more light coming than where I've been. So just let's clear off that energy first. You know, you could do cord cutting, do some cutting cords, that sort of thing. Just removing what's come before. I feel like that's really important to allow you to move forward. I do still feel a little tethered to the past with you, so that might be worth doing. So I'm just going to draw some cards just to see what we're looking at here. These are life purpose cards. I won't have time to go into a lot of detail, as you understand, in this forum, but I'll just see what's here and what we need to know sort of in this time frame that we have. Now, looking for just a little bit different. Let me have a look. We're going to say something weird as well. I just feel it, something about fish for you, pescatarian. It feels like fish around diet. So white fish in particular. I'm not going with real oily fish, but white fish feels good. So have a think about that, pescatarian. Hopefully you're not allergic to seafood, or I'll be like, oh my god. Crystals. Now, the life purpose for me is not always just about career. It's not always what we're doing. It can be a side hustle. But crystals, past into now, very, very healing. I feel like that'd be good, considering the energy is a little bit prickly for me. So that might be good to do some of that, a little bit of healing, helping with that healing process. And the present, it's support. So life purpose supporting you, a little bit more light, as I was alluding to. So support. Now that is the medical symbol. So sometimes that can indicate in the medical realm, can be to do with health, you know, nursing, all of that sort of stuff. Now spiritual teacher is ascended masters for me. So it can be you doing this. So like light work, like what I do, but also connecting to the ascended masters. So potentially connection in that realm, because that's all the ascended masters representing them. But moving forward, have a bit of a gift in that area. And so that's healing, and that can be running circles, holding space, you know, that sort of thing. Creative expression important, so feminine, creative expression. So if we're not doing it already, it will be really good to get you into some sort of natural healing, you know, crystals, you know, teaching in some way, sharing sessions, holding space, you know, that sort of thing for other people. Be really good for you moving forward. But at the moment, I feel like more light. I just want to get some of that residual energy off me. Just want to see if I can give me some insight into what we're doing. Yep. Now, what I feel like with you, and hopefully this kind of resonates, but I feel like with you almost lifting others up. It feels like supporting, you know, lifting others up. It's like the hand for me. Hand, you know, it's all right, I'll help you out. So either, you know, helping out colleagues, or I've got clients I'm working with, but I feel like kind of lifting up like this, you know, hand holding. It does feel like someone who's very caring, compassionate, that sort of thing, but it does feel like lifting others up, making them feel good. And it's very rewarding, very rewarding. So hopefully that's in alignment and that makes sense. But moving forward, I'd like to get more crystals involved here, using those for healing, and moving forward, having a think about what is it that I've got to contribute? Can I hold space for others? You know, it could be a bit of a side hustle. That's what I started doing in 2019 before COVID. A sneaky card that's in the wrong spot. I'm just going to put that over there. All right, so Kerry, hopefully that makes sense for you, hun. It is feeling better moving forward. We've got a few life purpose now. Jodie Munn, Yulin. I have Jodie Munn here, so I'm just going to do Jodie as well. I'm here, lots of stars. Hi, Ashley. Hi. Hi. Oh, Ashley, gosh, a lot going on for you, hun. Guidance offer around hardships. Yeah. Gosh, sorry to hear that, love. I was getting all excited, and then I saw your message, and I'm like, oh, sorry. You're going through some stuff. Just popping you down, hardships. And we'll have a look around that and get you some, hopefully, reassurance. That's the idea. Jodie Munn, career, life purpose. Hello, everyone who is watching. Marlon, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before you. So 6 before Marlon. And everyone else, yeah, stay tuned. I like to get feedback. So lots of people watching on this. What day is it? My God, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday evening. Actually, trivia. I'm normally at trivia, but trivia was cancelled tonight, so must have been meant to be. So good to have you all here. Jodie, I'm just going to come to you for life purpose. Let's sort of whiz through some of these, and then we're going to get into a couple of mediumship inquiries. So Jodie, just having a look at you at the moment, life purpose. What is that for, Jodie? Jodie Munn Yulin. I'm just going to have a look there. Where are you? Jodie, got beautiful, like sunny energy, I want to say, which is yang in here, solar plexus, very golden for me in your energy. It's lovely. Beautiful sun energy around you. So that's the yang. It's like doing. We just need to figure this out for you. What is this? Very, very beautiful sun energy around you. Lots of light. Let's have a look at these. What are we looking at for Jodie? That one's good, yeah. Jodie, what I want to say with you is activity. This isn't just life purpose though. Activity is really great for you. So it is moving your body, you know, bike riding, running, you know, walking, like all of this stuff. I feel like I want to be on the move, getting my energy moving around my body. I feel like that's really important. That solar plexus is quite activated in you. Bottom of the deck is this one, which is sacral chakra, creative expression. So same as the last lady that I just spoke about. It is getting the energy moving down your left side of your body, using right brain, a little bit more creative. But with you, it's a lot of action, activity, doing. So I feel like moving my body with you, really important. Now, past into present is this one. So we've got healer. And similar to the last lady, that can be you working in sort of, you know, nursing, working in the medical system. It can also be alternate, so healing, energy work, that sort of thing. Some of these people do both. You know, I work for a lot of people, or read for a lot of people who are nurses, but they're also healers, do Reiki and pranic energy healing and stuff like that on the side. So we need you to share that for sure. Let go in the present, which means walk away, you know, from a job that maybe not serving you. So it does feel like a bit of a shift. So we do need to walk away from something that's not serving us anymore. and time to decide moving forward. You know, it's up to you. You know, no one, I can't, you know, make the decision for you. No one can. But this is about the time to follow your heart's desires, or we don't. You know, we don't. The creative expression. So I want to get the energy flowing through womb space, especially sacral. And then we have new ideas, new projects. Let me just have a look at these, though. I just want to see if we can do something with this for you around life purpose. Now, whatever we're in at the moment, I do feel like hanging up my hat. I feel like they're, you know, it's enough. So I do feel like a shift, change. It can be, you know, reducing hours, that sort of thing, easing out of or transitioning in that way. But I feel like hanging up hat like that. What I also see is books. I also see books. The study card's not here, but I do see books. So doing research, having a look at what I'm resonating with, you know, that sort of thing. But books is usually sort of research, you know, searching around what else can I do? What am I skilled at? What am I drawn to? Using your intuition. Yep. I feel like with you, it's about fulfillment. So being fulfilled. And this is sort of soul, you know, purpose, you know, getting down to that sort of level. What does that look like? With you, I just feel like I want to be on the front line. I want to be sort of humanitarian, working with people. So similar to the last lady. But this feels like business for me. This feels like doing my own thing. You're a bit of a leader. I feel like doing my own thing, not being bossed around by others, that sort of thing. It feels like sort of taking charge a little bit more freedom, whatever that looks like. But I feel like taking charge a little bit more. So have a think about that. But books, you know, reading. I mean, for me, that's Google these days, not so much books. But doing a bit of reading, feel into what you're drawn to. I do feel like with you, a little bit around the oils, you know, the oils, the smells, bringing you back to the present. So whether that's like a side hustle or something, there could be something around that for you. So have a think about that as well. Because we like to heal ourselves. That's the healer card. We like to heal ourselves and then we can help other people. So it's like if something works for us, and getting into resonance with that, oils, crystals, have a think about that. If we can heal ourselves, we can help others. Yeah. Sharon Brooke, just coming to you now. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who's on here tonight watching. It's so great to be here on a different evening. Dad, husband's drinking relate. Wow, Julia, Dad's in spirit is here. I'll just pop you on my list. Julia, Dad's in spirit, I'm assuming. I'll just see what Dad needs to say. I won't give too much of the specifics. Son and husband. Let's just say son and husband, what's happening around that. So I just popped you in there in the mediumship section. So you're on my list, Julia. Don't go anywhere. Sharon Brooke, house selling. What's going to happen with this house? I need to know. I'm very curious. That's why I like this job. I was a journalist, so I did ask a lot of questions in my job. And now it's, am I ever going to win or come into some money? Wow. Carla? Money, Carla. Money. You're on my list. Carla Dean. Money inquiry. Let's put you down. What's going to happen there? Are we going to win? Sometimes I do get cards around that. I mean, I had coins earlier, so we can definitely give you some guidance around that. Sharon, I want to look at your house. What's it going to do? Is it going to sell or not? Is it going to sell? I don't know. I'm curious. I want to find out. Sharon, you're on my list, and I'm going to coming to you now. Then I've got Monique, Jess, Julia in terms of mediumship, Angela, Lisa, and then Marlon. And then I've got a few other people after that as well. So Sharon, just going to come to you. What's my house doing? Now, this one's purification. That's just flown out, so I want to show you it. Purification, detox, getting rid of what doesn't serve us in our body. So we need to do that. Now, sometimes when we're a bit stressed, you know, we can be easily triggered, stuff like that. So this is cleansing the body, but it also cleanses the mind as part of that. A detox does everything, all levels, body and mind. Past into now, so have a think about that, Sharon. House, I'm just asking around that house. What's going on there? Sharon, I just feel like I don't want to put too much pressure here or expectation on this situation. It does feel a little like that, a little bit of pressure, something like that. So just ease that back a little bit if we can, but that feels important for this situation. It does feel like pressure for me, and that does block, expectations block, so we don't want to do that. So just be careful around that. I'm just having a look around the place, around here, around your house, to see what's going on, you know, what's everything, you know, around this, what's the situation. Sharon, I do feel like you've done a really good job in terms of, you know, making it look nice. This is a property. I feel like you've done, you know, a good job, what you can. So presenting is coming up for me. Now, what I do want to say in the house, this is in terms of the house itself and if it's likely to sell. What I want to say is let as much light in as we possibly can. So having the lights on in the house, having the windows open, the blinds up, all of that stuff, let as much light as we possibly can into the home. I feel like that's going to make a difference. Showing people, wow, so much light in here, so much light. It feels like that's important. So I just want to mention that. Let's try and do something with that. And I'm going to draw some cards that I feel like light, letting as much light in as we can so that people can sort of come in and see. Oh, there's a lot of light. This is nice. I want light in that house. You may, I'm not sure if you're getting it staged, but you may want to do something like that, or even just putting fresh flowers in the kitchen, stuff like that. But fresh flowers, yeah, feels good to me. So at the very least, wow, that's good. That is good. Transformation in the present, big change, great blessings, yeah, so that's good. Positive. If we're looking at house. Now, boundaries is there as well, Ishtar, saying no to others' demands in your time and energy. Now, this comes into this. It's not so much around house, but it will affect, sale, if we're holding on to things too close, stuff like that. So boundaries, saying no to others' demands in your time and energy, not doing things out of obligation, and purification here. So detoxing, meaning we're less likely to get triggered. It can be stressful, trying to sell property and move and that sort of thing. Bottom of the deck, I was talking about fresh flowers. I sold as undying love. That is spirit family. That's your passed over loved ones. Fresh flowers is coming up strongly for me. So letting the light in and fresh flowers at the very least, even if we're not staging, I feel like fresh flowers going to make a difference. So it's feeling good, but we do need to do a couple of things and also let go of outcomes. Really important. Now, just going to come to mediumship, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for all of you. So going to do some mediumship. I'm going to use my butterflies. Hey, Elsie. Elsie will be surprised. What's Michelle doing on this Monday? What day is it? Wednesday. Wednesday evening. It's very strange. I feel like a Monday. I keep saying Monday. Now, I do have kid cards. So if you have children watching, please let me know because I'm happy to draw the kids cards. So I do have them here with me. Children's wellbeing cards. They're beautiful. And we have plenty of time. This is very exciting. I feel very ahead of myself. So I do have my children's cards, children's wellbeing and also spirit. Sandra, just seen you. Beautiful. Sandra, Shelton, I may not do mediumship because I've got quite a few mediumship inquiries, but I will have a look at Bubs for you. Shelton, another baby. May not get into time frame, but if they give it to me in this amount of time we have together, perfect. But I will have a look at that and ask. So Sandra Shelton, don't go anywhere. I've got you on my list. Monique Bingham, just coming to grandmother. 2019, she passed away. I'm so sorry for your loss, Monique, but I will just have a little chat here. So just let me switch over here. Just doing a little bit of mediumship, guys. So I will just sort of connect and do this, bring some messages through. Then we'll be back into the general readings and I'll sort of be looking at you a little bit more. Welcome the new. That's just popped out, Monique. Just as we get started, welcome the new. It's not focusing terribly well, but it is welcome the new. You can sort of see it there. So past into now. So something new coming. That's past into now, though. Oh, face down. So if you do want to connect one-on-one, there's a link in this post. And I'm Michelle, our Price, the Lightworker, as this little name here suggests. If you want to connect one-on-one, I will stay online and certainly have a chat to you. If you have any questions, anything like that, more than happy to connect. Jess Lopez, how far am I, Jess? Jess Lopez. Okay, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people away, Jess. 8 down. So hang tight. I will get to you. Yes, so if you want to connect one-on-one, you can click on that link and click book now. Also like my page. Hi Wendy, we've got our group Facebook Live reading this Friday night. So we will be jumping on and doing that. 3 of us, mediums together, and card readings and stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned and like my page if you haven't already. Monique Bingham, grandmother 2019, passed away. Just going to have a look over here for you, Monique. Monique, what I want to say first of all is water. Water for me, goosebumps. Water symbolizes emotion sometimes, and it's like that. But it feels like water passing under the bridge. It feels like coming before. So it's like emotion passing under the bridge. Let's move forward for me. But it's water under the bridge, yeah? So let's move forward. So we don't want to get stuck in the past. I've said that a couple of times tonight. We need to keep moving forward. And I feel that that's really important. I don't want to hold myself here. So whatever that looks like for you, water under the bridge just first. Now I do feel cooler in her energy, and that suggests usually for me is life force, a little bit depleted before I passed, but I do feel a little bit cooler in here. It's nice. A little bit cooler, beautiful source energy, but cooler. Just wanted to say that as well. Now, I do feel a wheelie walker does feel assistance with walking. It's similar to my mum. My mum has one of these where you can sort of sit on it. It's got a little seat, and I feel like carrying my things around, so I do feel like that as well. I want to say blessing to you. So offering blessing, that sort of thing, but blessing here. I also feel like with you, it's rest, you know, take time out, that sort of thing, downtime for you. Breathing, yeah, space to breathe. I feel like some rest and recovery. But water under the bridge, first and foremost. Now, these are life changes cards, so I'm just going to draw a couple of cards for you to see what we need to know here, just to confirm. Relax is the word for you. Relax. Okay, can be relation to stress and worry sometimes. Now, welcome. Wow, these are very appropriate considering what we were just talking about. Welcome the new, grief work and emotions. So, you know, I was talking about water under the bridge, water's emotion, confirmation, grief work. Sometimes we can hold ourselves in the past, and it ties us, and you know, you just work through it in your own time. Grief can be from losing someone, relationship ending, everything really comes into that. We also go through a process of shaking. You know, we have a car accident and stuff like that. So grief, you know, can come in all forms, but when we release it from our body, it's the shaking, doing the shaking in our body. Let me just see what I need to know. This is emotions though, so a bit of that holding us. Yeah. I want to show you number 5, and that's major change in all areas. So change coming, and I feel like you need to be ready. So need to be ready. And that's that welcome the new for me, but it's 5, major change. Okay, Monique, hopefully that made sense. Jess, just going to come to you. And Jess lost her little brother, so just going to have a look over here and connect. So just bear with me, guys, if you are just watching and you're wondering why this lady's sitting here with her eyes closed. Now, Donna is away tonight. You might be used to seeing Donna. Donna Drew is unwell, and she will be back next week. So I'm just filling in for her tonight. I'm usually on a Monday. So if you feel to watch me on a Monday evening, you'll be able to catch me there. Oh, hi, Jason. Hello. Oh, gosh, you're a lovely person. Just lovely. It's nice to see you. Yes, Wendy, you're on a bit later. Yeah. You're usually in bed by this time. Jess Taylor, just coming over here, just having a look at little brother. Just going to put these cards back together. Yeah. Jess, I want to give you the thumbs up. Feels like doing good. Thumbs up like this, goosebumps all down my right. Yeah, so that's good. Male on my right. Yeah. Jess, there's something about, I'm not sure how to fit this in, and I won't interpret because I don't want to go into making up stories or anything, but it does feel like, you know, when you suck on a lemon and you kind of go, ooh, it's a bit bitter or something. There's something about that. I don't know if it's like a joke between you guys, you know, sucking a lemon and your mouth sort of, you know, like this. It's like, something like that. It could be a joke between you guys, but just see what that feels like for you. But it's like sucking on a lemon. For me, it's what I want to say. It's a funny one. Can't interpret. Not sure. Now, what I also want to say is it says about the time-space continuum. So it's never far away. So around, yeah, always around. Time-space continuum, yeah. So it's like it just goes on, it's infinite, still here, not far. There's also a reference to like, you know, drags, cars, you know, that sort of thing, you know, involvement, watching, that sort of thing. But I feel like drags, something to do with drags, vehicles. And that takes me, I guess, to Willowbank, you know, different, you know, drag raceways, but something about the vehicles, fast cars, drags is coming up for me as well. Just see what the cards are. So I'm just going to draw a couple of cards for you as well. It's something about taste buds, something funny like that. The lemon is something about the taste buds changing, losing taste, something about taste. But that's what I'm feeling. So hopefully some of this is making sense to you. Now, volunteer came out twice. It did land on my arm and I put it back because I wasn't sure. That came out twice. Volunteering is doing something without expectation of getting anything for it. Yeah, and it's very rewarding. So that's passed into now. Sometimes when you don't feel like working or we're doing it on the side, it's a nice way to get back out there, but it's very rewarding. Realizations and epiphanies. Things are making sense. Things are switching on, hopefully. Part of that was from this reading for you, religion and spirituality. Now, this is very much in alignment with what your little brother was talking about, goosebumps. Religion and spirituality. So it's like time, space, continuum, infinity. Everything just goes on. We're not that far away. We're just here. Strength in you as well. Stronger than you know. I'm getting a lot of feedback over here. You're stronger than you know. Yeah. So it doesn't feel super far away for me, and things are starting to make sense. Yeah, Jess, good. Doing very well, my friend, doing very well. Julie, just going to come to you. And you lost your dad, so just going to have a chat to dad. And you're asking about son and husband. So Julia, Heckenberg. Then I'm coming to Angela, Lisa, Marlon, Winnie, Jess, Kate, Ashley, Carla, and then somebody else over the page. So I've got a few people on my list. Doesn't mean that I won't come to more if I am drawn. So I just sort of look around. Who do I need to come to? Who do I need to come to? Haha, yes, Donna is sick tonight. So Donna will be back next week. Oh, Trudy. Oh, gosh. Your phone stopped. Hopefully you didn't miss too much. Beautiful. Hello, Jason. Yes. All right, so just going to jump into another mediumship inquiry. Then I'm going to do some general cards, and then I'll be back on next Monday if you want to catch me then. Or you can click on my link, like my page, and that'll be lovely to meet up with you during the week. Julia Heckenberg, Dad, I'm just going to come to you now and just see what we need to know over here. Oops. Gosh, a lot of cards just flew out of the deck. Half the deck's gone. Okay, over here. Julia, I want to say something that I said to someone else earlier is you put a lot of pressure on yourself. It's like a lot of pressure. And when you do that, it's like high expectations, perfectionism, something like that. It's high expectations more so, but pressure. Other people around us feel that. So I want you to sort of, I need to do some self-work. This is you. Need to do some self-work, ease back the pressure. Looking at you, not the stories around, it's coming back to self always. We lead by example, change ourselves, everything around us changes, but I feel like I need to come back to you. You need to do the self-work, yeah? It's not so much just about what's going around us. We don't fix and change. We can't do that. It's about you, yeah? Lead by example, yeah. Now, there is a reference to the drinking, so I'm assuming I'm coming to maybe partner, but there is a reference to drinking. It's what we're willing to put up with. What we're willing to put up with. I'm trying to speak faster than my mouth is working. So you need to have a think about that. What are you willing to put up with around the drink? Oops. Forgiveness, past into now. So that's just popped out. Forgiveness is acceptance, letting go. Either we stay and we accept it or we go. So forgiveness. But I do feel like a little bit of forgiveness for yourself. I feel like you're very hard on yourself, but we do want to focus less on the stories and more on you at the moment. Compassion is important for you as well. There's a reference here, and I don't know if this is specifically for Dad, whether he's showing me this is something that he did. There's a reference to sort of smoking, drinking here as well. So there's a reference to that, whether that's directed at husband or here, but smoking, drinking is the reference as well. It feels like a lot of changes. It feels unhealthy lifestyle. Feels like we need to make a lot of changes, yeah? So as a family would be good, but you leading by example because I'm talking to you, but making changes, healthy lifestyle, yeah. Just going to draw some cards. Does feel like we need to pick up the pieces, make a few changes for sure. All right, so, and we can't fix or change. Just going to have a look at cards here. Definitely feels like lifting vibrations. Music's very good for that too. Lifting vibrations. Finances is there. So we could see an improvement in that. Could we make some changes around, quitting certain things? It's definitely a money saver, that's for sure. End of an era is in the present, so something ending. Usually endings, beginnings, hopefully. So getting rid of what no longer serves us. So it's like, what are you willing to put up with? Asking that question. Be true to you. So this is about listening to you. It's like when we make allowances for other people and shift our boundaries and stuff like that, then it just causes resentment. So what are you willing to put up with is what I want to ask. Finances improving as a result of making that decision. Julia, hopefully you hear that and you understand what I'm saying, but we can't fix or change. It's pretty clear. Angela, thank you, my darling, and my thoughts are with you. Angela, general. I'm just going to come to Angela. Now, this is general card readings. I've got a few specifics, but we just want to do a couple of general. We've got about 5 minutes. So I'm going to whiz through as many of these as I can. Angela is number 1. So just going to come to Angela for a moment. Thank you, everyone who is watching. All right. So Angela, just coming into your energy. These are the psychic reading cards. These are my Phoenix. So bursting into flames. Whoops, rising from the ashes. So let's have a look at what is coming, Angela. Let's have a look at what's coming for you. Whoops. All right, so just going to draw a couple of cards and see what I need to know. Thank you, everyone, for coming in on this Wednesday evening. Donna will be back next week. She's just feeling a little bit under the weather. So she'll be back next week, and I'll be back to my Monday 6:15 Standard Time and 7:15 Daylight Time. So similar time of the evening, but a little bit earlier. Yeah, good. All right. So Phoenix, rising from the ashes, Angela. We're just doing general. Ooh, lovely. 7. For me is divine. So ascended masters, spirit guides, all of that sort of stuff, bringing you back into balance. Yeah. So chakras, so focus on that. Time can be patience, a relationship to patience, an awareness of time passing, that sort of thing. It's passed into now. So time, going to have a look at that. That's a double 3. So strength, I always associate with strength. Now the infinity card's there, and I was talking about that when I was just doing mediumship a few seconds ago. So the infinity symbol, it's life goes on, it's infinite. But that's also an understanding, a deeper understanding, a spiritual understanding with you. And we've got coins as well, hooray. Hooray. So there's a bit of prosperity coming. So chakras, everything coming back into balance. It feels like it's the right time for me. It feels like a bit of divine timing. Infinity, and then we've got prosperity and abundance. So an understanding, higher spiritual, connecting to spirit, that sort of thing, knowing you're not alone. I'm just going to look at prosperity and see if there's anything around that I need to know. The key, it feels like unlocking the key for you. Unlocking key, it feels like that. So understanding of manifestation with you, abundance, how to switch that on. One thing I do want to say is the happier we are, the happier we can find ourselves, the higher our vibration. And then the abundance comes. It's whatever we're trying to manifest appears. Yeah. So I feel like putting myself into that. I feel like you're doing the work. So congratulations. It's all there. It's all there. If you follow Esther Hicks, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's truth for me. Esther Hicks, amazing. So truth. So just have a think about that. But I feel like you're on the path to prosperity and abundance. What I want you to do maybe is write things down though. So whatever you want to bring in, just write them down so that you can be clear with spirit. This is what I would like. Think in advance, let it go. And that's how we manifest. So I feel like that's really important. Okay, Lisa K. Hawetta. Hello. I'm just opening my eyes. Now, Marlon, you are next. That is for sure. Very keen, Marlon. Angela, I have. Angela. That was Macron. Angela Macron that I just had. Beautiful, Julia. Julia, we just had Julia up there. Oh, good on you, love. Yeah, you got work on your hands, hun. You got work on your hands. Okay, so a couple of negative comments here. We don't need any negative comments, guys. This is a love, space of love, source energy. Let's raise those vibrations. I'm sending all of you guys lots of love, lots of love. Yeah, I can feel that on my skin. We don't want any negative comments. We don't want to bring that into this forum. So love and light, only love and light. Okay, Lisa K. Hawetta, life purpose. Here we come. Yes. All right, so just going to come into your energy and see what I need to know. Life purpose is what we're doing. So I'm just keeping an eye on that time. I'm getting close to time, but I do want to do as many people as I can because I'm very keen, life purpose. Let's have a look at these for Lisa K. Hawetta. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Lisa, what comes up for me with you is carer. So that is someone who, is either acting as a carer, doing home community care, could be in nursing, something like that. But carer comes up for me, looking after others. So definitely on the front line. Now, some very interesting cards here. Study. Passed into now, so qualified. I would say qualified. It's passed into now. So we've done some study, hopefully got a qualification of some sort. Family is playing a role here. So family, that could be spending more time with family, having a family business, working from home, that sort of thing. COVID's changed a bit of the meanings of these cards, hey? But it could be working remotely or having more time with family, that sort of thing. Moving forward, it's freedom, which means being able to make some different choices. And also follow heart's purpose for you. Now, bottom of the deck is spiritual teacher, and that's what came up for someone before. That indicates ascended masters around. It can also be you holding space for others, sessions, workshops, seminars, circles, gatherings, that sort of thing. But it can also be an indication the ascended masters are around, want to have a chat. As I said before, I do career and life purpose and business readings. So I do communicate with spirit guides a fair bit. Many of us do. So that is an option as well. So they're around, definitely feeling that, but more time with family. So I do feel caring. Let me just have a bit of a look here. I just want to see if there's anything additional that I need to mention. Now, it does feel like in the vehicle. So whether I'm sort of driving around to different locations, that could be like a, community type thing on the road. But I do see vehicle and a bit of freedom with regard to that. But family, the more time with balance, something like that involved in this. Does also feel a bit like holding a light for others, and that's kind of a light bringer, light worker. I'm a light worker. It does feel a bit like that. So it could be, you know, getting into groups, you know, spiritual groups, you know, that sort of thing, an interest in that, you know, connecting with others like-minded, having your tribe, something like that. Just have a think about that, because the light is there for me as well, light bringer. You may have a bit of a gift, yeah? So just involvement with groups, finding your tribe, really important. But caring, carer, that sort of thing, vibe comes up for me. Looking for others, lifting others up. A couple of people tonight I felt that with. Now, just going to come into love, I think. Love reading, Marlon. Marlon, here we are. Marlon, just going to have a look at love for you. So Marlon's been very keen, very, very keen. So Marlon, just going to have a look around that for you. And thank you everyone who's been watching tonight. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Lots and lots of blessings. Just having a look back here, Oh, okay, we've got a troll. All right, let me just block. Sorry, guys. Need to just block people. Now, if you are watching and you are a troll, know that you will be banned. So that is done. So thank you, everyone, and apologies to anyone who got trolled there. We definitely don't want anyone to get trolled. So just making sure I haven't missed anyone. Oh, Leisha, wow. Leisha, I'm so sorry to hear that. Golly. Yeah, best of luck with that, love. That is not good. Sorry, I didn't see your comment until I just saw a few people responding. I wish I had more time. Look, there are people on pretty regularly if you need to get a connection with anyone. And I'm on Monday from 6:15 as well. So really sorry to hear that, Leisha. Not a good situation. Marlon, just going to come to you for love. Let's have a look at love for Marlon. Lots of love and blessings to everyone who's watching out there tonight. You all need it. We all need it. Yeah, don't we need that? More of that. It's been hard. A friend of mine who's an astrologer, she was talking about a lot of planets being around Uranus, about 5 at the moment. So a lot of people are struggling. You know, spiritual people are struggling at the moment. So if you're feeling like it's hard, you're not alone. You're not alone. Yeah, we're all feeling the same thing. We're doing a lot of shifting, a lot of emotional stuff. So just feel that, you know, the love that I'm sending out to you. We all need that. Yeah, we all need it, and you're not alone. Okay, where am I at? Marlon, love. We're looking at love. Now, getting to know each other. Past into now, so it's getting to know each other. So there's an indication of doing some dating, you know, stuff like that, putting yourself out there. That's what we do when we're doing that. In the present, it's doing a bit of the work. So if we're not in a relationship at the moment, it is, you know, giving, being open-minded to that one is what I want to say, being open-minded to that coming. Now, looking forward, we've got that. New love. So that's good. So it doesn't feel super far away from me. That's the future card. It doesn't feel super far away from me. Marlon, let me just get some insight into what that might mean for you specifically. New love, I'm just going to connect to that one. Marlon, what I want to say is there's something coming up around sort of guidance for me, whether that's going to like a, I know there's relationship counselors, you know, people like that. It does feel like a bit of guidance, getting some guidance, direction in terms of this, you know, figuring it out, whether it's not repeating mistakes of the past, something like that. But I do feel some sort of guidance. So whether that is seeing someone to help me kind of move forward, you know, find this person, guidance is coming up. Something around throat space for me with you as well. So communication, being assertive, speaking about your needs and wants is going to be important for you moving forward, but in a kind way, a compassionate way, so not forcefully. Yeah, so just have a think about that, you know, the communication, throat space for you as well. I am feeling Prince Charming. I'm feeling Prince Charming. So I do feel like on the horizon, doesn't feel super far away, but I do feel like a little bit of work to be done here, but Prince Charming. It also feels quite old-fashioned for me. So it's like, you know, letters, you know, that sort of thing, old-fashioned, not literally, maybe not literally, but either a past life connection where we used to do that, you know, pen pals, love in that way, you know, love letters, that sort of thing. But it feels like either putting my thoughts down and writing, that sort of thing, you could still do that. You know, the kind of person that does that gives you cards, letters, stuff like that. But seeing it old-fashioned, kind of old-fashioned, but Prince Charming is coming up, so it feels good. So not super far away, but we do need to do some work. You know, when I say not super far away, we still need to do the work, and I don't want people to feel like they don't have to do the work. If that makes sense. Marla, thank you for the opportunity. It was so good to read for you. Winnie Tang. I just want to do health for Winnie. Sorry if I get booted off. Hopefully I don't, but I just want to look at health for Winnie. So I'm going to use these cards for Winnie. Health, recover, will we recover? Just want to have a quick look here. Trying to get to as many people as I can before I get booted off. Ah, Marlon, right. Okay, it's a little bit one-sided. So, you know, you can only lead by example. Yeah, you can only lead by example. Wow, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so speak up. Just continue to speak up. You know, we lead by example. Other people hopefully follow. Or they don't. So continue to speak up. I feel like that is important. Communication. And it does feel like letters. So maybe there's an encouragement to get him to write it down. You know, can you encourage him to write stuff down and talk about it that way? You know, it does look like writing like that. So might have an ability. My husband prefers to do that. He's not much of a speaker, so he tends to write things down. So that might be useful. They're saying write down like that. Hello, Jenna. Hello, Candice. Hello, Wendy. Yes, I would love to, Wendy, with Leisha. I'd love to look at Leisha. Leisha, if you want to private message me, I'm more than happy to have a chat off air. I just want to have time to connect on here because I need to jump off. But Leisha, if you would like to message me, and if you are still listening, then send me a private message. More than happy to connect in that way. I just won't have time in this forum, unfortunately. Whoa, Winnie Tang. Now, if you get nervous focus on service, Winnie, this is around health. So when we worry, when we get into stress and worry, it can make it worse in terms of our body, health, healing, all of that. So if you get nervous focus on service, that means, you know, helping your neighbor with their wheelie bin, lending them a cup of sugar. So it's doing something without expectation of a return, and that makes you less nervous, yeah? So we don't want to get nervous, focus on, you know, health, you know, all of that sort of stuff, you know, and worry about it. We want to focus on helping others and getting that positive feedback, and it actually lifts our vibration and our spirit a little bit. So we're just going to have a look at health and get a couple more cards for you. I am seeing green around you, Winnie. That means Raphael's around, usually for me. I work with him in my healings a bit. So definitely some green. So definitely some healing happening, which is good. It's positive. So just have a feel into that. But we want to focus on doing nice things for other people and not just on this, you know, other pain or the, you know, feeling in my body, that sort of thing. I don't want to do too much focusing on that at the moment. So drawing attention away from that. I also feel definitely working through sort of solar plexus for you. There's a little bit of letting go. That's our power center. So letting go of what we can't control. Visualizing success. So seeing yourself fully healed and well, important. Plant-based is feeling good for me. Lighter food. I was just talking about solar plexus. Using crystals for healing is great. So malachite, really good. That's heart green. That was the color I was seeing. So malachite, really good. Any of those sort of heart healing crystals, lifting our vibrations a little bit. You're a bit of an earth angel, so we want to get you back to 100% health because that's someone who's coming to learn huge lessons, someone who potentially has given up their wings, has a real connection to nature, the elements, you know, understanding global warming, all of that sort of stuff. We need to get you back to 100% health. I feel like we're just a little bit focused on it at the moment. It's a bit focused. I want to bring the focus back onto other things and then allowing my body to do its thing and heal. So taking the focus away from for a moment. But I definitely want to do a little bit, there's a bit of heat through here, through solar plexus with you, up into heart. So some sort of feedback going on. So I really want to look after this. So it is, you know, lighter foods, plant-based, things that are easy to digest. Veggie broth's a really good one, getting the nutrients in, but I feel like that I want to get this moving through here. There is a bit of pain through here for me, through here up into heart sort of area. So really just allowing the body to do its thing, but crystals, really good. So malachite, because I'm feeling heart, would be actually really useful. So that's good confirmation. Winnie, hopefully that makes sense. Jess, I'm just going to have a look at Jess. Sorry, I'm going a little bit over. Hopefully I don't get into trouble. Jess, just want to look at you. Oh yeah, Carla, is it good for protection? I didn't realize that, sweet. Did not realize that. But yes, definitely message me, Leisha, definitely message. Beautiful. Some really good support for each other on here tonight, and I love that. I love that. Thank you, Marlon. Beautiful. Hopefully that makes sense, my sweet. Melanie, hi Melanie. Melanie's here. She's on my page. Melanie, I've got your cards. I've been using them. How beautiful, yeah? They're giving you lots of little tributes. So it's gorgeous. It's great to have you around, Jess. Just going to have a look at life purpose before I get booted off here. So good to see you, Melanie. Jess Lopez, Life Purpose. Just going to have a look at Jess, and then I may have to jump off. So sorry to the people I haven't quite made it to. But I am back Monday, and we do have group live readings this Friday on my page. So if you've missed out tonight, jump on my page, Michelle Price, the Lightworker. There's a link in this post, and there'll be 3 of us connecting. So more than happy for you to jump on there. If you want to connect one-on-one with me during the week, there is a link in the post, same one. Click book now, and you can check my availability during the week if you feel to connect one-on-one. Otherwise, we have groups, we have all sorts of things happening. It's fabulous, and I'd love to connect with you. And also Monday, my time, 6:15 standard, 7:15 daylight, you'll be able to catch me again doing live readings, same forum as this. So I do try to get to as many people as possible. I don't want to ignore anyone. Just trying to find these cards at the moment. So what are we looking at, Jess Lopez, life purpose? If you want to ask any questions, I will stick around and answer questions after the show as well. Good. So Jess, hopefully these make sense for you, my friend. Jess, there's something around, it's very strange. It could be a past life or something, but there's something around like fossils, going back, you know, archaeology, that sort of thing. There's something around that with you coming up for me. Now, children, part of life purpose. So that can be teaching, it can be, you know, involving your kids in your business, that sort of thing, but working with young people, little people. That's passed into now. Trust in the present. Sometimes we come out of that and we're like, oh, I don't know if this is the right thing for me. So trust is really important in the present. Feelings and dreams guiding you. And bottom of the deck, future moving forward is writing. So putting it down. So it does feel like something literary, putting it down. Very, very interesting. Bottom of the deck, rather, is our clarifier. So polishing your skills, which is finding what you're good at and doing more of it. So for me, this started as a side hustle until I was made redundant, and then it became my full-time job. So it can be something like that, a bit of a transition, moving across, but figuring out what you're good at, doing more of it, and maybe doing that as a side hustle and then doing that as your main career. But children play a role. Definitely little people, that feels good, and also writing. Now, what comes up for me around that is almost like writing children's, you know, books or something like that. It feels like good imagination, feels like dreaming switched on with you, third eye. So it does feel like imagination, that sort of thing. So maybe kids' books, targeted at little ones, you know, laughter, fun, play, and all of those things, really raising vibrations. I quite like that. Could be just a fun side project, but I quite like that for you. Feels like connection to little ones. So hopefully that makes sense, Jess. I'm going to jump off. Sorry to those people that I didn't manage to get to. Oh, Melanie, gosh, sorry about that, hon. I'm just finishing up now. But as I said, back Friday, doing joint live readings on my page if you haven't liked my page yet. And I'll be back on Monday from 6:15 standard time and 7:15 daylight time. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Donna Drew, back next week. Feeling a lot better this time of the evening. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.